All right, good morning. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome to the fellow vegetable gardeners. I appreciate your videos and your subscription. So I'll show you a quick garden tour. I've already started harvesting this morning. We're coming into some unsettled weather here in Ohio, but every morning I check this out, see what's available. We got some beautiful cukes, perfect for salad. They're coming up nicely. More cukes. Doing this quickly because it's going to rain. We have some more cucumbers showing up right here. Some beautiful spaghetti squash, really healthy plants. Got a big one right there. It's not quite ready. You'll know it when it turns yellow, and then you take your thumb and scratch the skin, and if it's really firm, it's time to harvest. Some more spaghetti squash. Green beans, and I planted 2 stalks of corn here as a truss effect to grow vertical. Got some buds starting there to harvest, getting ready to go. Hopefully we'll get plenty of more green beans, but it's healthy plants, that's the key to it. Peas, not quite filled out, but they're looking healthy. Again, growing vertical. I did finish the other raised bed. I did plant, let's see, beets, turnips, lettuce, and onions for long-term food. Hopefully that'll start showing up. More green beans. All of them really healthy, and I'm grateful for that. The reason I'm doing this is because for the new preppers and for the new gardeners such as myself, I lived in the woods where I didn't really have any opportunity to grow a garden. So this is essentially my first year, but I'm putting all the knowledge that I accumulated into effect right now. Grow bags, trying that because again, we're improvising and making, use of what we have, free pallets. So I built it up for a raised bed and put grow bags on there, doing nicely. We have green bell peppers, hot peppers, carrots, another raised bed for berries. My tomato plant's doing nicely. More peas, long-term food, fresh or frozen, doing nicely. More thornless blackberries. I will never have black cap raspberries again, wild, where you get torn up. Thornless blackberries are the way to go. No thorns, no hurt, and does produce some nice berries. Another cucumber hiding in there, very nice. Some more cukes. We got some huge production of some really nice cucumbers, and these are going to be harvested. These were supposed to be salad slicers, and they're more like an English cucumber. Can't complain, they taste good. There's a lot of them. Still growing, healthy vines, doing nicely. Before I started making the video, I already started harvesting some green beans off of this bush. There's plenty more. We have to go through them, but I got a nice harvest for some red potatoes, ham, and green beans. Potatoes, and here's the window well unit. I've covered this before. This just had red potatoes in it. I quickly turned it around, replanted this time Kennebec whites. I changed the soil a little bit instead of just potting soil as an experiment to see if red potatoes would grow in it and produce more, which they didn't. I added some topsoil and some organic soil to give it a firmer texture and see how that does. But again, this is a permanent raised bed, window well unit. You get it at any DIY store. Cinder blocks on the bottom, so you only actually have about that much dirt in there. Cost you a fortune to fill it up. Red grapes are finally starting to put runners on there and get a grip on what's going on. Nice red grapes, first year for me for growing grapes. Brussels sprouts, 7-gallon grow bags. Redneck raised bed. A free pallet sitting on top of 5-gallon buckets from Tractor Supply. Instant raised bed, 7-gallon grow bags, completely portable, disposable, Whatever you need to do, leave it sit there. Whatever you want to do, you can finish the season, dump the dirt into a pile for use next year, fold up the grow bags, take down the pallet, burn it, put it inside your garage, outside the garage, stack the buckets, completely gone, ready for next year. Just another option to show you, you can grow food in your backyard without destroying your lawn. And somebody please send me a recipe for green grass that makes it taste good. Another raised bed garden with tomatoes, radishes. The radishes I didn't thin out. I just quite honestly got behind. I got work and everything else, so some of them are really good. I'm showing you the good, bad, and the other. Showing you the truth. There's some nice radishes in there, but I have to really thin them out and it's kind of late. But there's a good example of a beautiful salad radish. Tomatoes coming on strong. There are beets in there. Let me throw this in here so that doesn't go to waste. Sorry about that. I just picked up some Concord grapes. These are new. I got to plant them in the ground. Green grapes are doing really nice. I'm really happy with that results there. Getting back to that. Tomatoes are doing fabulous. I just planted a bunch of them. We got some hidden in there. And this one looks like it's about ready to go. I'll pick that one here if I can get through it. I have to come back for that one. Trying to do it and film at the same time. A little bit challenging. Hang on a second, sorry. You gardeners can appreciate what it's like here. Sorry for the bad optics. I'm trying to give you an example of what's happening here. And this one may have to wait. I can't do that with one hand. Corn in a raised bed well unit. Another experiment. Can you grow corn in close quarters in your backyard? This is sweet corn. See the tassels, the pollinators coming in, and yes, we have corn growing. Plus I planted watermelon inside there, and that's starting to produce, but I wanted you to see this. More red tomatoes, thornless blackberries. Love these. Big production. Size of the thumb. We got cabbage, red cabbage, green cabbage, bok choy in there. It's all cluster. I just mass planted and see what happens. And so far, it hasn't been a failure. More tomatoes. When I originally set this up, filled it up with dirt, topsoil, enriched it with a lot of fertilizer, and planted, let it go. And you see the results there. There's the peppers. I have to add more dirt to that. The berry patch. And over on the other side of the yard, I have a 1/4 acre. On the other side of the yard, this will be sunflowers. There's more tomatoes, squashes. Succession planting is the key, because these over on the other side, the green beans, squash, and everything else is not going to last. Once they start fruiting, they start dying. So succession planting is a key. These are going to be gigantic skyscraper sunflowers. I planted those just as a win to please the missus. These are going to be anywhere from 12 to 16 feet as said. New row of corn, green beans, and peas. And over here the peas just broke ground. Or the green beans, I'm sorry, green beans just broke ground to replace the ones I'm harvesting now, and peas are starting to break ground. Succession planting, excuse the mess, and the strawberry patch. And we have still been getting strawberries, as you can see that one there, out of each one. For the preppers, start your garden, utilize what you have. I didn't tear up the whole backyard. You can see 1/2 is for the dogs, but the other half is for food production, short-term and long-term. Potatoes, green beans, peas, broccoli, cauliflower, all of it's up front. In the flower bed, instead of planting flowers, I planted vegetables. We have carrots right there, long term. You have to go through at least one season to know what grows where, how it grows, how long it takes, the diseases, the culprits, what works, what doesn't work. I had a failure on the red potatoes, in my opinion, even though I got 5 pounds back for 5 pounds planted. I learned that potting soil is not a good medium for growing potatoes. These are the type of things you need to learn and experience yourself. We have blueberries, which was delicious, produced a lot. We actually had a hummingbird come in, but this is a golden raspberry, apples, peaches, and I'm gonna go pick up a couple cherry trees later on when they are ready to go. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to Erie Shores Prepping. I'm gonna go select some cucumbers and some tomatoes for our daily lunch. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing to Erie Shores Prepping. Welcome to my channel, fellow gardeners. I certainly do appreciate you, and thank you. Greg out.